Hi friends, this is Gwen from Gwen the Trash Witch. Welcome back today. I appreciate all my subscribers, and if you're new, thank you very much for subscribing and joining us here. So today we're doing the hashtag Junk Journal July 2024, which is hosted by Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. And today we are on the prompt Aged, which is day 17. This is really helpful for me to know what day of the week or day of the month it is. So we're going on the back side of the accordion journal now. And what I did to get us started is the red and the scrap paper is part of the assembly of the journal. But I did have this stamp, so I just laid this on here and used the black soot oxide and went ahead and inked that up. And I don't know how much of it's going to show because I do have quite a few little images I wanted to share with you today. So for aged, I thought we would do how Mickey Mouse has aged through the years and give you a little bit of history. So Mickey Mouse actually was developed in 1927. He's a direct descendant of the initial character, which was Oswald, who was a rabbit. But in 1928, he evolved into this little guy. And he actually, something I just found out recently, was not drawn by Walt Disney, but one of his illustrators. So there we have the real first Disney as we would recognize him today. And then we went on to, oh gosh, where is he? His first sound movie. No, wait, that isn't right. So he went into this guy, which is Steamboat Willie. And here we have added some shoes to him. He still doesn't really have his gloves, but he now has shoes. So this is where he was with Steamboat Willie. And these were all these both, not all, but these both were from 1928. So we'll add our little sticker there. And these are all inked also with the black soot. So then we go to what he's starting to look a little more familiar in this one, and this is 1930, or no, 1930, am I getting them confused? I think this one was 1930. There we go. So we're going to add this guy for 1930, and on him they changed his eyes a little bit, and he now has gloves. So his eyes have a little twinkle. They put this little twinkle in his eyes, and now he has his gloves. And I think they've altered just slightly the shape of his face too. So the first color appearance of Mickey is in a little appearance he made in an Academy Award ceremony. And this was in 1932, so he's been colorized by 1932. And you can see he does have his gloves, his shoes. I can see here he doesn't have that little twinkle in his eyes at this point, but we'll notice that that does come back around. Let's see, can we put 1930? How about right here for 1930? There we go. Okay, but you can start to see the red and the yellow, which is the colors that he still wears today. And then something really exciting happens in 1940. We have Fantasia, and at this point, he actually has pupils in his eyes, and he's still wearing his red jacket. And something interesting started happening is the Disney staff realized that he was starting to take kind of a back seat to some of the other Disney characters. So all of a sudden, the mouse, Mickey Mouse, wasn't as popular as some of like Donald Duck and Goofy. So they had to kind of find a way to bring Mickey Mouse to being back to the center of the characters. And so that's in 1955 is when they started the Mickey Mouse Club, and then that brought Mickey back. And then they made some films. He was in The Christmas Carol in 1983 and some other films that really featured him. And then in 2013, they did something which I think is really cool, and I'm just gluing it over to the side here. They kind of went retro. They went back to more of a retro looking Mickey. So you can see the resemblance back to these first Mickeys. And of course, Mickey has taken a lot of different movie roles and characters. He's been in different costumes, but he is pretty much always in his red and his gold shoes. So he's keeping those original colors, but a little bit of modification. And you can see he does have the little twinkle in his eye here, which I think is so cute. When you go, actually in California Adventure, there's a little drawing class you can do. And when you get to that little twinkle in the eye, they always say, okay, we're gonna wake up your character now. And you put that twinkle in their eye and wake them up. We're just gonna add a little bit of blue. I don't know, do I have much room up there just to put a little more color? And as I suspected, the stenciling that I did isn't really showing too much, but it gives a nice little design to the background. Do we have room up there? Okay, so I'm not gonna do too much on these because I don't want to, you know, kind of get involved with the Disney illustrators and what they've designed, but we can kind of put some highlights maybe on him. I haven't put any of the glitter sprays or the paints that I've been using because I did want to keep these so we could really see what Mickey was intended to look like. I might add, you know what, do I have it handy here? We can add a little stickles to the Fantasia Mickey. Give him something kind of exciting to hold here. There, that'll be fun. And I have the gold Wink of Stella. I don't see that I have my clear handy. So I might, as after we close here, I might go back and add a little bit more detailing to the page, maybe do some outlining around the characters. That would be kind of fun. Let's see, what does that look like? I know that they're inked. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So I'll probably, after we close, I'll go back and outline the images. I just like the way that kind of separates it from the background, and I don't want to rush it because that's when my pen will slip and I'll have a big black line going out into the middle of nowhere. So yeah, so that'll be nice to go around and maybe go around the dates too. So I hope that you liked our little through the ages with Mickey and seeing him kind of age and evolve. It's really interesting how they make him more modern, I guess you would say, whatever they think modern is. And then in 2013, they jump back to a more retro style Mickey. So sometimes you just need to stay with what works. But yeah, this was really fun. I did some research on the internet. Of course, I don't know all these things off the top of my head, but it is fun to see where and how Mickey evolved. And something I learned, not in this little bit of research, but recently, is that Walt didn't draw Mickey. I didn't realize that he really wasn't an animator. He was just sort of the creative mind, that he knew what he wanted and knew how to hire the right people, that's for sure. So I apologize if I've got anything wrong here. There might be some real Disney historians that'll go, no, 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 that's not right. But to my research, this is what I found, and this is what I wanted to share with you today. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time as always. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And if you wouldn't mind, if you like today's video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. All right, friends, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Alrighty, bye-bye.